everybody, welcome back to my channel. You can tell by the way I look that I'm not in a very good mood. I've just been really, I can't say that I'm depressed, as far as mental illness is concerned. I'm not curled up in a ball in bed like I usually get whenever I get my bipolar takes a dive south. But I'm just disgusted with myself. I wasn't able to stay on the keto diet. I did so good for about 3 weeks, and Will sent me all that food, and I used most all of it. I cooked those noodles and cooked the meat. I still have a lot of the meat left. I ate all the cream cheese. I ate all the sour cream and the cottage cheese. I made a lot of smoothies. I didn't film those because, I've already made smoothies several times on my video, and y'all already know what they look like. I just haven't even been in the mood to make a video. That's why it's been so long since I've posted one. I don't think I've uploaded an actual video of me talking to y'all in over a week. But wasn't Issa's little steel drum concert beautiful? He worked so hard, y'all, on learning What a Beautiful World. He's been practicing for almost a year to learn that song. Now, his steel drum instructor, he doesn't have a regular music studio. He teaches from one of the high schools. I think he's some type of music teacher at one of the high schools here, and then he does the little steel drum. He has a small steel drum band, and he does give lessons every now and then, on how to play the steel drum, and he's done a good job teaching Issa. So Jill had bought Issa the sheet music for What a Wonderful World, and Issa taught himself with the help from his instructor on how to play it. And he was so nervous though when Jill has to lug that steel drum to the school, for him to practice for the concert. She doesn't mind doing that. And he had on this little Trinidad and Tobago hat. He was proud to wear that to represent his culture. I wasn't able to go because they only had a certain number of tickets. I think 2 or 3 per family. Of course, Jill and Husani and Ife took those, and I knew that Issa was doing the grand finale, and I just didn't think that I could sit through the concert for 2 or 3 hours, so I let them have the tickets. I said, as long as you make me a video so I can see it, and Jill was nice enough to let me put it on YouTube so that y'all could see it also. So anyway, I decided to pull off the road for a minute so I could finish talking to y'all. But I'm disgusted with myself because I failed on the diet. I had lost 10 pounds. And Jill, she and I share the same doctor, so she had gone to see her doctor the other day, and she was bragging to him about how her mom was on low carb and how I had lost 10 pounds. Well, I haven't told her that I've gained nearly all of it back. But the week that the kids were out of school, we went to eat, and now I did good in that restaurant, the noodle restaurant. I only had sushi. But then the day of the ice cream truck, of course, my little Glenda Merle comes out of me and thinks, oh, well, you deserve ice cream from the ice cream truck because you never had that when you were a child. I always guilt myself into doing something that I shouldn't be doing. With the reconciliation that I deserve it because I was deprived of it as a child. But that was all it took. I got a vanilla sundae with caramel. And once I got off of it, it was like there was no turning back. I still haven't had any bread or milk or pasta. There's still no pasta. Just the pasta substitute that Will had sent me, and I cooked it already. But I gave all my pasta and rice and everything to Jill, but I haven't even had any potatoes. But I'm still just snacking and eating, and oh, I'm so mad at myself. What to do? Do I just stay like this and be miserable the rest of my life, or do I try again? What do y'all do when you get into a slump like this? It's like I start out so good and I'm so enthusiastic about it, and then it just one little thing and one bad decision, it just throws me off. And I didn't tell y'all this, but my brakes went out on my car. I could tell that what I thought were the front brake pads, but then I was thinking, no, I'm pretty sure that he just replaced the front brake pads when he did all that other brake work a few months ago. So I thought, well, should I keep, I can pump the brakes and still make it stop, but then they're still grinding metal on metal. So I had a little bit of money saved. I've been doing real good trying to get me an emergency fund established. So I thought, well, I better go ahead and go by there because brake pads aren't going to be that expensive. So I took it to my mechanic, and so he went out and looked at it, and he said, Glenda, it's not your front brake pads. He said, it's your back rotors. And I had just taken my car. I think I had just gotten my Social Security check. And I was trying to hang on to some of it, what little bit I have left after I pay my rent. So he said it's going to be $390. So I said, well, fix it. I got to have a car. So that left me broke for the rest of the month. So I'm just, waiting for my Social Security check to come and waiting for the next thing to pop up that's going to cost money. That's not what I'm not nearly as upset about that as I am in being disappointed in myself for not staying on the diet. I mean, if I don't get this fat off of me and get my blood pressure down, I'm going to have a stroke or a heart attack. I don't want that. I want to see at least Issa graduate from college, and hopefully Ife. Y'all, she just wants to learn everything. Now she wants to learn how to sew. So Jill bought her a little sewing machine, and I was over there the other day trying to figure out how to thread the thing and set it up. I think I've got it set up. And at the same time, she had ordered her sign language flashcards. Ife wants to learn sign language. Oh, Lordy. Y'all, she just can't learn fast enough. So we're in the process of trying to find her either an instructor on YouTube or an instructor in real life. But anyway, I did want to get on here and let y'all know that I'm still alive. I'm still a-kicking, even though I'm disappointed in myself and mad at myself and upset and disgusted. But, what else is new? Thank you for being here and listening to me. I appreciate it, and I know y'all are going to boost my spirits by leaving beautiful comments, and I appreciate that. So give me a thumbs up, and y'all just keep on coming back.